Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella. La, la, la. Back off. Sorry. Hi everybody, good morning. It's 9:09 a.m. on the 2nd of October. And why am I in front of the camera? Because I just thought, and I was like, I have not been vlogging very consistently when all I speak about is vlogging consistently. So I was like, let's just start with today. And I have been, getting myself into this new routine where I am trying to wake up early. I had this my entire sleep cycle was F. Yeah. But I have been trying, and since I live alone in this room, it's nice because even if the alarms are blaring, I don't have anybody who's getting disturbed except me. So yeah, with the only cup of coffee that I drink every day in the morning, just once, that's it. I don't drink coffee the entire day, guys. I am not addicted to caffeine. Let's just be clear. I thought, if this is this one thing that I'm doing every day, drinking my cup of coffee, looking out the window, looking at the mountains, enjoying the scenery, why not just talk about things that I keep thinking about when I'm in solitude? So I'm like, okay, before the coffee gets cold, I want to discuss one thing that I always think, or just these thoughts that keep coming into my mind and I don't have anybody to, spontaneously talk to about. I'll talk about it here with you guys. Because you guys are listening, right? You guys are my buddies. Let's start today's discussion with my version of Coffee with Karan. Although I am not as dramatic as Tejo. So I want to talk about routines and how people should actually, incorporate routines into their life. I understand it because when a person like me who has to work like consistently, I need to have something to do every day. Otherwise, I become lazy, I lose motivation, and that's something that everybody, I think, concurs with. Because if I take the last few months before I got into my PhD, newsflash TMI, I am a PhD student now. I am doing my PhD in environmental microbiology into biomedical engineering. So it's a really nice combination. I am learning a lot about it. I have just started my coursework in PhD. So thanks guys, if anybody's congratulations. I love you. So before all of this had happened, I had been in a place where I thought that maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe what I'm doing is not right. And for a person who constantly overthinks a lot of things, I think overthinking is the worst thing that you could do to yourself, but at the other end, you can't really help it. So when you have so many thoughts in your head and you keep guys, I need to finish this coffee, and by the time I finish this coffee, this talk has to end. When you are in a place in life where you feel very demotivated and you feel like there is no motivation, although the people around you give you a lot of reassurance, and then they're telling you, they're supporting you verbally that you can do it. It's not something that is, beyond your reach or beyond your capability. There is always a point in life when you will feel vacant and you will feel very down, when you are not achieving things in your own timeline. And I am a girl who likes to work with a timeline. If I have a timetable and I am not going through it the entire day, I don't feel productive. Even if out of the 10 things that I have done, I have accomplished 6 to 7 things, which is a good amount, which is more than 50%, but I am still not, satisfied with myself. So that's a thing. And that is why you should incorporate your life into routines. You need to have a certain amount of time that you need to trick your brain and trick your body to go through it. So ever since I've been in Dehradun for more than a month now, and I have been doing this where the amount of caffeine that I intake, previously I used to think the amount of caffeine that I intake doesn't really matter, because I can sleep even if I drink 2 cups of coffee at night, and then I can sleep like a log. But that used to happen when I used to walk a lot. Now the thing is, since all of you guys, whoever is in India knows, Dehradun has been receiving a lot of rainfall and bridges are breaking and potholes are being made in the roads are destroyed, people can't commute. That's the problem. And so the university thought, why not just put all the classes for coursework, all UG PG students into online mode. So online mode is something that I detest. Even if it's online, we still have to put a routine into our lives. So I started this thing where I have made it a point that I only intake caffeine once a day, and that has to be early in the morning, so that I have a boost, a burst of energy. After that, I start working, I start reading. Since I am a PhD, on my way to become a scientist, we have to read a lot of papers, We have to, inculcate knowledge into us every day. It's not like other people in other professions are not inculcating knowledge. That's not what I am trying to be. But as a student, I need to read a lot. I need to do a lot of research, a lot of review literature. So that's something that has been a part of my routine. Other than that, I have been trying to paint. This is not a new painting, that's painting that I make, by the way. But I have been trying to paint. Other than that, what else? I exercise. My friends, the new friends that I've made in this PhD, they play a lot of basketball. Not all of them are professionals. I think they play it for leisure. But that's besides the point. They are very good people and they have been really nice to me. So I have no complaints. They have been trying to make me play. I played once for like hardly 15 minutes. But that's all I could give. My head started throbbing. Then I understood, girl, the amount of physical activity that you just put yourself through, if that is enough to make you feel uneasy, you are unhealthy. That's it. Period. But it's okay. Nobody's asking me to play, continuously for a long period of time. I can play basketball. I played that day for 15 minutes. I just need to, practice a little bit. Maybe once in a week if I go and play, maybe if I start incorporating that one sport, I can, do something about it. It's not like I don't want to play. I'm not naturally athletic, but I can try. They're not judging me. I hope so. When you wake up early, I'm telling you, your day is going to be so much longer. You wouldn't know what to do with your life. You wouldn't know. But yeah, that's it. I mean, that's something that I've been doing new in my life. So, life update. By the way, I have been wanting to read this one book by an author called Amish Tripathi. This book, it's the first book in the Shiva trilogy. It's called The Immortals of Meluha. I have been, reading a lot of reviews about this book. This book kept coming in my Pinterest feed, bro. And I was like, I need to read this book. What is it about? And I'm big into mythology, big. So I'm like, okay, let's just give it a try. And I was waiting for my first stipend to come so that I can buy the entire series. But that's all right. I wanted to read it, and I went to the campus library yesterday. And in the fiction section, look what I found. The Immortals of Meluha. It's like God is listening to me. He's like, okay, you want to read this book? Sure, go ahead. I got this book and I'm going to read it. By whatever I've read, I gave it like a 30 minutes proper reading yesterday while I was waiting to go back home from the campus. And the first 2 chapters that I'm reading, I have understood that it is based on mythology, it is based on the real characters, but the storyline, the plot, he has tried to modernize it a little bit. So I think everybody would like it. I have been liking it so far and I'm 3 chapters in, so I'll keep giving you book updates the entire week. Don't worry. But The Immortals of Meluha, if you want to try it. This is very nice. This is the first book in the Shiva trilogy series, which is very nice. I like. Tomorrow we are going to talk about something else, and that is going to be not tomorrow. Bye.